Sasquatch, Ghost, Dogman, aliens, demons, shadow people, skinwalkers, even the Fae. Our universe is vast, dark, and wrought with infinite unexplained phenomena. We have tasked ourselves with assisting humanity in finding the keys to unlock the mysteries that abound in and around our world. What we intend to reveal behind the curtain of darkness may very well invoke those fears long tucked away in our memories. We will meet that fear head on as we strive to shine the light of understanding on these phenomena. The goal is to arm you with the power of knowledge to confront and even combat these entities. We welcome you to join us on our quest. We are Midwest Night Watchers.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Recognize my background?
We changed up the the format a little bit because Jane was loading up the Woo Feather videos and the little paranormal stuff that we've been catching. So she decided to go in the room that the stuff was actually happening. So maybe you guys can see a live view tonight of something going on behind her in the background. Always look for the clock, the pistol,
the quilts,
the tapestry hanging on the walls. You'll see something possibly come out of those if it happens tonight. But usually every time we talk about it, it does happen on the live show.
That's what I was going to say. It seemed like every time we talked about it, it happened again. And then we talked about it again in another show, and then it would happen again. And we've got a few videos, but I just uploaded 7 of the best ones, the favorite ones that were actually easy to see. So let's just see if something happens tonight. I've got 2 paranormal cat balls back there. If you see any color lights go off, let me know. And I also have my REM pod on just to see if it will show up again and maybe hit some of our equipment.
So I hope everybody's had a good week so far. It's hump day or Wednesday or early Thursday morning, depending on it's late Wednesday for me because I just got home from work, but it could be early morning Thursday for you guys.
I see Fifth Light and Roger and Raymond and Alzy Sue was in here earlier.
Yeah.
So welcome everybody.
So we had, you said Fifth Light and Raymond and Ozzy was real early. So I don't know if she's still around or not listening. We haven't been over. It shows we got 5. So is anybody out there who wants to pop in and say hi?
I wonder how long it's been since we were over here at the beginning. Because I know the activity actually stopped for those last couple of weeks anyway, and then that's when we kind of moved our setup where you're at.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting if something will show up again.
Maybe I have to be over there.
I don't know. Some of them, it was just me.
Yeah, that's true. There was some that was just you.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
So I know some of you in chat have went and saw the videos on the YouTube that Jane uploaded tonight, and you're leaving some comments, and we want to thank you for going over there and checking them out, and check out our lights in the night sky too, and the Big Dipper, and we got one that we call a portal, or we think it's a portal or light energy. You can check that one out, and there's all kinds of videos over there besides our live shows.
Yeah, and I've got quite a few that I'm going through now of some of my investigating this summer. And I already gave you a little sneak peek of the Big Dipper. I might upload another one, but I'm considering really doing some editing and sitting down and doing, day one when it started and just almost kind of like do a documentary and just put all of them bunched together and Maybe we'll do a special show and just upload it and watch it together.
Yeah, Fifth Light. Some of those little orbs, you know, it looked like little orbs floating out. One of them looked like a fae. And that one was, I think, with Steve Stockton. It almost looked like a fairy that came out of the gun.
And there's no way it's cobwebs. There's no, I mean, we're in the basement and there's no ceiling fans. We tried to debunk everything. And it's not only the gun, it came out of the quilt, it came out between the gun, going to the clock. I mean, it was just, and you could also see the back wall where it's painted green. It would be kind of pixelated and glitchy, kind of like something was back there. And that was always a sign also. When you saw something kind of pixelate back there, then activity seemed like it happened. Now, if you see something over here, hey, it's smoke. So don't think, oh, over there.
If you see something tonight behind Jane or me, we haven't had anything in this room yet where I'm at, but
not yet.
Jane's room is the most active room that we've had.
Nobody's noticed anything in the music room yet.
So if you see something behind Jane or Chiro, try to timestamp it for us or give us an idea. Leave it in the comments, you know, after the show or during the show if you saw something, and try to figure out, you know, about what time during the show it was, if you can.
And a little Woo Feather, you're welcome to come back.
Then we'll clip it out and add it to the channel or show it next week, or, you know, whenever we get a chance to show it, because we like showing new stuff if we have it. And
so far it looks quiet behind me.
Yeah, I haven't noticed anything, but I usually concentrate on the chat and stuff, so I probably might not notice it like people watching the show would be able to see it.
Woo feathers.
Woo feather.
Woo feathers.
Well, thank you guys all for hanging in there and either getting up early or staying up late for the Night Owl Lounge. And we just like concentrating. The smoke looks different. We like concentrating on our chat and talking to everybody in chat and see what's going on with them. And we'll probably do a cryptid story tonight. We got a couple that's popped up, and other than that, we'll just talk about everything that you guys want to talk about later on, or maybe we'll get on a subject and go from there.
Keep talking.
Wait a little bit longer before we do the cryptid report or cryptid corner. I don't know what we're calling it. Haven't really decided.
Somebody's asking for something, so I'm getting something.
Somebody's what?
Somebody asked for my link. And
well, I should have it, I think. For this one?
All right, there you go. That's the link to my channel of my music.
And all the instruments behind me are actually what Chiro plays.
Thank you, Raymond, for asking. I'm not a professional. I'm just a crazy old lady who collects instruments and come up with a rhythm and upload it and go to my next project. Because I'm getting close to doing another handpan video. I'm almost done with figuring out the rhythm.
Then if anybody wants to send us an email, this is our email that we use for the show. And actually, that's my main email anymore. I only use that one usually anymore. I switched over to Midwest Night Watchers.
And if nobody knows it.
And if you guys have any stories of UFOs or cryptids you'd like us to read on air, we'll read them on Wednesday nights, or maybe we might include that on a Sunday at 6 p.m. on the Piercing the Veil show, where we interview guests. And this week we have Justin England, which they call him Mr. E, and his podcast is Cryptids of the Corn. And it's going to be a really good show because we already I've already been talking to him a little bit, and
it's going to be a shroom of a time.
It's going to be a shroom of a time. So there's a thumbnail for the show if you want to go find it on our channel for this Sunday at 6 p.m. Central.
It's going to be trippy.
I really like the colors of that one. That one came out really good.
I know that'd be a cool black light background.
So you guys will have to wait for the show to figure out what mushrooms and cryptids and stuff have to do with each other.
So yeah, if anyone else in chat, you don't realize this is my channel also, but I also do a music channel, and you can go over there and subscribe. And I play all kinds of instruments of Native American flutes, drums, handpans, keyboards, guitars, drums, lap harp, lap dulcimer. Let's see, there's a Jamaican drum behind Garrel. Got all kinds of things.
All kinds of things. Plus, we got stuff upstairs and
Yep.
stuff down here with us. And
I got Chinese flutes. I got shofars. I've got little ocarinas. Singing bowls, of course. I forgot about my 60 singing bowls. Which I am considering going ahead and getting a sound bath done. I'll try to get the singing bowls out and arrange them. And thank you very much for subbing. I appreciate it. Well, calling me not crazy. You don't know me yet.
Who's not crazy? That might be up for debate. Who he's talking about.
Thank you for respecting me. Oh my. Hi, Cynthia.
Is that a jack-o'-lantern?
Huh?
Fifth light? Is that a jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah, that is a jack-o'-lantern.
Well, there's Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia.
Yep. Hi, Cynthia.
Oh, you're never late. We're stalling and goofing around anyway, so
just show up when you show up. You can leave when you leave. And if you can't make it live, we got the replay. No problem. It's always fun finding out who's awake and is going to pop in chat this late at night.
The question is, will Duke show up? He shows up on our 6 p.m. Is there a 6 p.m. show or this show? Oh, it's this show he usually shows up.
No, sometimes he shows up right before his show. So he shows up for both of them. Yeah. You show the community love, for that I can respect. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We're not, I don't like fakers. We're just us. If people like us, they like us. If they don't like us, I'm sorry. I'm too old for drama, and if people don't like us and don't want our channel, that's fine.
Well,
people who are on our channel is meant to be here.
We try to be respectful to everybody. Mm-hmm. We love everybody in the chat, but we're not very what's the word?
Likable?
Yeah. No, politically correct. A lot of times.
I was going to say there may be a few out in the community that really don't like us, but that's fine.
We're kind of too old to change our ways all the way to what they like, but
yeah, we can be ornery sometimes.
But no, we don't try to offend anybody or anything.
Right.
We love and respect all you guys in chat, and thank you so much for showing up. And
we just believe everyone's on their own journey and their own path, and we all have our own minds to do our own critical thinking and believe what we want to believe. And if we say something that's different than what you believe, it doesn't mean that we're personally pointing our fingers at you and attacking your faith. We're just talking about how we believe. And I don't care what people believe in. That is their own choice. That's not I have no right to judge what anyone believes, and I just respect people to respect us back on what we believe. I do believe in some crazy, strange things that I may not talk about on this show. Because I don't want to offend people.
So whether you but like Jane said, believe what we believe in. We're not trying to convince you to believe in what we believe. We just say how we feel things are or how we perceive things. And if you have something different, put it in chat. Just be respectful to each other, and we'll read it. And if something that resonates with us and what you say, we'll add it to our story or to how we believe, because that's why we have all these guests and everybody in chat that we talk to on Wednesday nights and Sunday nights as the guests. And whatever their story is, if something resonates with us, we store that away in our mind and try to see how that fits into how we believe. And if it fits a piece of the jigsaw puzzle to make the whole picture for us, obviously we're going to believe it. So we take everything you guys say and read it and see, is it resonating with us? Does that make sense? Does that kind of fit in the empty spot of our jigsaw puzzle that we're trying to put together to see the whole picture? And we hope you guys do the same thing, be an open mind. And, if we say something that resonates with you, it's up to you whether you believe it or not, or add it to however you think. And,
Yeah,
if you
timestamp.
say something totally that we don't believe, we're not going to ridicule you or say anything to you about it. We're just going to read it or whatever and go on our way.
We need a timestamp shortly after 16 minutes. I thought I saw something white go like past you across my little my Jamaican drum.
Oh, wow.
And it didn't look feathery. It looked round. Hi, Freaky.
There's Freaky Geek.
Freaky came in.
Raymond says he's been subscribed for a while. Thank you.
Yeah, we just got a wonderful community. I see a bunch of these people in many people's chats. I think everyone's kind of stalking each other, and I still think I see people like 4 or 5 times a day.
I know. I see so many people in chats that we're in, and then a lot of them show up here to our shows, and it's like, you gotta sit there and think, okay, did I see him earlier? Did I talk to him earlier today already? And but no, we try to respect everybody's opinions, and believe me, we're not experts in any field. I mean, we love to investigate cryptids and UFOs, and we have a Bible background. Me and Jane, we've been raised in the church our whole lives, and
I still believe, but I also believe in the supernatural, paranormal, and conspiracies. So you got to add all that together. So I will always believe in the Bible and my Lord and God the Creator, but I also believe kind of in a different way, not really the way the church kind of taught everybody. The Lord kind of showed me some truth the last 13 years or so, that since we've left the church.
But when we get into spiritual or paranormal stuff, even, or what, it doesn't matter what the story is, we might have a Bible reference for it, depending on what happens. I mean, the other night we're talking about ghosts and witches, and we brought up the Witch of Endor, which is in the Bible. So we're not really trying to preach at anybody. We're just bringing up instances that are in the Bible or that we know or heard of a story, to try to bring it up as a reference, not any sermon or judgmental thing, because we don't ever really get deep into religious topics or anything, but we do make reference of stories in the Bible.
Yeah, that, we can refer to UFOs in the Bible or any kind of supernatural, but we're not going to come out and say, you must be saved. Get on your knees right now and repent and repeat after me this prayer. No, we're not going to be slamming the Bible in your face, or, that's, to me, it's religion it can be nasty. I mean, you're supposed to have a relationship, a one-on-one personal relationship with God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and they live inside of you and you become one with them. That's how I see it.
Thank you,
It's not a religion, but it can be a religion if people make it a religion. Hi, Maggie.
But even though we're Christians, if you listen to us talk on any of our shows, we will usually say whoever you believe in, your creator or your higher being, or we don't try to label the way we think. We keep that private to ourselves on how we pray and what we think. So So we try to be respectful in that way and not say any, I don't know, specific names of religion stuff unless it deals with a story that we're telling. But so we'll usually use the terms creator or higher being or whatever you believe in, or we try to stay neutral that way for everybody in chat. But once in a while, when you're telling the story, you actually have to say the names that are actually written down.
And there's going to be a few that will get offended once in a while, and that's not our intention. That's not what we're meaning to do. And we're definitely not going to say it's definitely this way, it's definitely that way. No, it's just our opinions, and we could be right, we could be wrong.
We
Well,
bring
nobody
that up
really
a lot
knows.
too, about good and evil and all things, no matter what race, whether it's the UFO community, whether it's cryptids, whether it's people, the human, all races have good and evil on both sides.
Hi, Sage. Sage came in. I'm trying to keep it over there. I mean, chat's right there. It's easy to see. I got to look over at my other tablet to keep an eye on chat. Welcome in, everybody.
So like I was saying earlier, I hope everybody had a great week. It's been pretty good for me so far. Been in a lot of chats, or try to be, but it's kind of hard for me to be in multiple chats at the same time because I only have my phone and I'm working, obviously. So I only have a few minutes here and there to actually be in chat and try to say hi to people. I walk away to do something, I come back, and it's like 20 messages sometimes have went by before I got to scroll all the way back to see who was in there.
Oh my. And keep an eye on your machine running.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty good week. I mean, I was bummed I couldn't film anything out in the sky tonight because we got clouds. So that just kind of bums me. When it is clear, I'm out there and watching for hours and hours, getting cold, making coffee, finally getting socks on. I'm not barefoot anymore. It's getting kind of cold out there at night. So here in a few weeks, it's probably going to be really slowing down and me being able to get out there and checking stuff out. But yes, I'll be uploading some more big activity. I found a few the other night that powered up like you would not believe. I just started out to be a tiny little thing and just went boom and then went back down. And so that's still on my SD card on the camera. I haven't put it on the tablet yet. But yeah, I'll be uploading some interesting catches that I got this summer.
So Raymond said he had an out-of-body experience, was in the light, so he knows there's good and evil. Now, was that a near-death experience, or was that like an astral travel kind of deal for you, like a soul surfing where you actually went out of your body on purpose? Or
that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on, anything good?
Oh, near death.
Oh. Yeah, I've studied a lot of near-death experiences. Yeah, we're in
Jane
separate
didn't want to
rooms.
sit with me tonight.
No, Meg, if you check out our channel, I uploaded 7 of our woo feathers when both of us were over here in this room. And I thought, you know what? Every time we talk about this, they show up again. So I just kind of went, hey, I might as well grab my tablet, and we're both in the basement. He's over there. And we just kind of thought, well, let's see if the woo feathers will kind of show up again. So that's why we're separate tonight. We might do it on our midnight shows, just to watch the activity. I saw myself being from above. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that would be, I don't know. That'd be weird seeing the doctors and nurses working on you. Unless you knew how to tell them, no, you're doing it wrong. Yep, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's a lot of stories like that.
I love listening to
Or
near-death
loved ones,
experiences.
Pets.
Pets.
Loved ones and family, and will meet you to help guide you through the light, or even tell you that it's not your time and you need to go back.
No, I'm not scared of dying. I'm actually looking forward to going back home and being in a place that has no evil and no backstabbing and no gossiping and no losing friends and no watching your pets die anymore. I'm about ready to get past all this craziness down here. No, I'm not going to kill myself, people. I'm not saying that. I enjoy each day as much as I can. I'm just done with this evil world.
That reminds me of the song that I like so much about kneeling in front of a Jesus. What will you do? Will you sing hallelujah?
Mm-hmm. I can only imagine what it would be like. Yes, I got that down on the handpan, but
Oh,
I'm
so
just
you were
not ready to
given a
sing.
choice.
Some people have gotten a choice to stay or to go back.
Yeah, and some
people don't
say
have a
that
choice.
they've been told just to go back because they
Mhm.
haven't finished what they need to do yet.
Wow.
I think. I mean, there's been so many stories that I've read or heard. Yep. It's inevitable what's going to happen.
Yep. Well, that's just how I see it. What happens is meant to happen. The bad things that are happening is meant to happen. It's supposed to get worse and worse little by little. And it's called birth pains. The earth is going through birth pains. We're supposed to see the increases and not have fear. Please just don't have fear. Just don't have a fear of death. This body dies. Okay, whoopee, this body dies, but we keep on going.
Yep, we're in the watching for signs mode right now, and keep your oil lamps full.
I have watched for signs since the middle of 1980s. So, plus I am in the conspiracies and watch all that. So you can kind of see the other side, their movements and their activity. And those are signs to you also, like, okay, we're getting closer and closer of something. And each culture, I mean, it's not just Christians, it's every culture, Native American, everyone knows that some kind of crazy event is getting ready to happen. We just don't know how or what or when, how it's going to take place. We just know that all cultures teach it. So, Age of Aquarius, a great solar event, the Ascension, New Earth, 5D, whatever people want to call it. Some people call it the rapture. I mean, I think it's the same thing. All cultures teach on something. And you have seen the division the last several years. I mean, we are dividing. You can see the people asleep, you can see people awake. Thank God this community is awake.
Well, let's see. Did I miss anybody yet? Oh, there's
hey, we got Flat Rock. We have Heather.
There's Heather. Hi, Heather.
Hi, guys.
Thanks. Flat Rock.
Thanks for coming in. I put my foot in it quite a bit. Don't feel death and forget it's a taboo topic. And I keep about it. Yeah, just enjoy each day as much as you can. Enjoy butterflies, hummingbirds, just birds, chickens, goats. Just enjoy anything and everything to keep you smiling and keep you joyful and keep your vibration up.
We got some new people in here has popped in, so I'll put this back up real quick. This is our Sunday show, Piercing the Veil. We're going to have Justin England. They call him Mr. E, and he's with the Cryptids of the Corn. and we're going to be talking about mushrooms and UFOs and some cryptids. So you'll have to catch the show to figure out what mushrooms and all that has to do with each other.
Yep. And we're not talking about the mushrooms that you eat or smoke or whatever you do with them. Trippy mushrooms.
Well, I think we've been on for a little while. We'll go ahead and do the cryptid report. Or it's not really a report, it's a story about a cryptid that it's like a this day of cryptids.
We need an intro song to lead up to the cryptid report.
Yeah, we need to figure something out. I don't know what
do 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 do. Ew. Ew.
So this is from Creepy Acres. They have a website and a Facebook page and a YouTube channel, so you can go check them out. And the newest one on their YouTube is actually the one we did a couple weeks ago about the the thing in the air with fins and the red eye and I think it was Crawfordville monster. So you guys can check that one out. And this one was a couple days ago that they put on their Facebook page.
Hi, Donnie Joe.
And at the beginning of it, it says, "War has always been ripe for bizarre and terrifying stories, just not tales of man's inhumanity towards his fellow man, but tales of inexplicable and the unknown. And no war may be greater for this than Vietnam." Found in the pages of author Nick Redfern's Monster Files, a look into the government's secrets and classified documents are bizarre creatures and extraordinary animals. The Han River horror, while rare, has been reported numerous times over the years. While some claim it's a simple case of misidentification, there's just as no known snake, eel, or oarfish that measures even close to 80-foot monster reportedly being seen. So the picture I got up there says, "Today in creepy history, 17 September 1965, Han River, Da Nang, Vietnam. A Vietnam War rages. Two personals from the 311th Air Commando Squadron of the 315th Air Command Group, as well as several members of the Marine Corps, leave the U.S. Air Force Base in Da Nang, now the Da Nang International Airport, in a helicopter and began heading east. They are flying low over the Han River when the group notices something on the water below. They are startled by what they see. They are snaking its way down the river. There, sneaking down its way through the river, is an immense creature. A bright yellow, serpent-like monster, has 4 large flippers and a powerful tail that thrashes at the river's dark waters. However, more striking is its sheer size. Witnesses describe the beast as being 80 foot long. The story would be filed and archived by the U.S. Army in the document entitled Sea Serpent. In years since, the document has been declassified. So that's almost like a Loch Ness Monster kind of snake.
I was just gonna say it looks like Loch Ness got possessed.
That's pretty cool. During the Vietnam War or right after it, they were seeing this snake thing. What are you laughing at?
Donnie Joe.
All right, I'm gonna have to go to. I'm way behind on comments now.
Oh, you made a comment about how you looked when you were in your 30s. Why I said Donnie, he's still good looking. Well, so there's the first one, yeah. And then you get
oh, Donnie.
Then when you scroll down, there's another one.
Well, let's see there. I saw Susie B came in.
Yep, Susie B, 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 B. The one that's responsible for calling Woo Feathers the Woo Feathers. So there it is.
Stupidly good looking. All right.
Well, I met him when he was 40, going on 41, or yeah, you just turned 40. And then we got married, you were 41, I was 42. So I didn't know you when you're in your 30s.
Yeah, I definitely had better eyesight back then. Although I have pretty good hearing and eyesight now, though.
It's just nearsighted. Everybody's got to have reading glasses when you get older. You can't see anything. You got to get close. And
That's the only thing I don't like about this creepy history that we read. It's in a weird font, and sometimes it's kind of hard to read what it's saying.
yeah, that was a good one.
So we have one more. If you guys want to do one more, I don't know if anybody wants to hear another one or not.
I don't know. They're being quiet. They're just typing.
Well, I think on my Facebook page, you should be able to find a picture. I don't think I have one on this.
I don't know if you got one on your Facebook. I mean, you're that young, do you?
I think the one with my brother in the bowling league, I was probably close to 30 or somewhere in that age.
I think you did look different back then.
Had long hair.
Yeah, you had real long hair. You're a biker. You're one of those long-haired bikers.
Yep. I think that was well, I think we bowled in the brothers tournament probably 6 or 7 times.
Wow. 80s, 90s, 80s. Yeah, you graduated 82.
Yeah, so it would have been in the 90s.
Early 90s.
No, I don't know. Maybe later on than that. It would probably been mid 90s or later.
A 25-year-old Donnie. You look 25 now. $26? Late 30s, early 40s. I don't look my age.
So everybody, Donnie does shows with Jason, and Donnie has his own channel where Donnie Cho says stuff.
Well, he's now Pope Cho. He's
Pope
43.
Cho?
Yeah, I thought he was early 40s. Yeah, he's Pope Cho.
I thought it was Donnie Wu Chu.
No, he's starting a church.
Oh, he's starting a church? All right.
Yeah, you gotta watch tonight's show. It's amazing. Yeah, Church of Dogman.
Church of Dogman.
Yeah. He's got the 501c3 form. He's going to send it in and see what happens.
Oh boy.
It was great. And he said he's a pope.
We'll be seeing Donnie on the late night shows.
Pretty soon he's going to have a large congregation, and
he'll have his own channel, and on TV he'll have his TV channel going 24/7. And
Father Dogman. It was a funny show. I mean, we just got done watching Dennis Carroll. There's a few people that once Dennis was done, everybody hopped over. Donnie just started. And there's a few of us over there. And we went from Dennis Carroll talking to Donnie Cho being a pope, starting a church.
Pope.
Talking about tithing and chewed everybody out for typing in caps. We aren't supposed to type in cabs anymore.
Father Dog Man, and Donnie's already seeing the tax-free money getting ready to come in, and Susie B's been busy.
So if you haven't seen Donnie's show tonight, everybody's got to check out the Church of Dog Man. Church of Dog Man.
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure
dog
if
biscuits.
I'm not sure if there's going to be worship. You know, Dog Man music.
For communion, they're going to be breaking dog biscuits.
Oh my goodness! Got to have worship hour at the beginning.
I'm not so sure if I understand, Maggie. I think I missed some stuff too, but I'm just going along with it.
Maggie, you got to watch Donnie Cho's show tonight called Church of Dog Man. And then you'll understand it. He sounded so serious too. Oh my goodness.
Are you going to do sermons, Donnie, or is it going to be mantras, or
I just want to know what the music's like. We're going to do Dog Man songs at the beginning, and who let the dog man out? Roof, roof.
Who let the dog man out?
Oh, I don't know. It's his church. It's up to him how he runs it.
Yeah, Donnie will be having a big house, a big mansion, cars, jets,
airplane, driving around in a limousine. Oh my goodness, I'm crying. I'm gonna get my asthma going, and yep. Yeah, it's Jason's fault. They were saying some people in the community, if it's Sasquatch, Dog Man, paranormal, ghosts, some people almost make it, you know, like an idol and a religion out of it. And so it got Donnie kind of rolling in his mind. I didn't realize I was going to need Kleenex down here tonight.
So what's the name of the church she's starting?
Did
you say a name? Did you say a name, Donnie?
I have Church of Dog Man, or I'm not sure if that's the actual title. He needs a title to put on the 501c3 or 3C or whatever that thing is. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Hi, Monster Radio. Hi. It's good to see some friends in here. We got such a nice community. Yeah, but Donnie says
everybody in chat put a name in for Donnie's church.
Well, he said you and I are pastors also, and everyone in our chat is our congregation.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Just Church of Dog Man, our Lord and Savior.
Oh, wow.
If they accept that application, that's going to be hilarious.
Well, if they accept it, you're going to have to do it.
Oh, Pope Joe. That actually sounds good. I know, me too. I keep wiping my eyes. I'm going to lose all my eye makeup.
Now, what kind of commandments are you going to have for a Dog Man church?
He talked about that too.
Oh, did he?
I think that's when the chat was talking about sniffing butts and stuff like that. So when you watch it, you got to wait till the live chat is there too, so you can see what everybody was saying. Oh, it was a trippy chat.
You know, I'm going to have to try, unless Jason's already do it, I'm going to have to try to find a picture of a Dog Man and put a Pope's hat on it or something.
Well, I asked if, are we allowed to smoke weed? Asking for a friend. Oh my. Oh my God, it's bad. I don't think we talked about baptism. Yeah. Hydrants.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I thought I was laughing during his
Are you
show. This
gonna
is get bad.
are you gonna accept currency from dog coins from
Dog coins
from the digital world?
or just dog biscuits?
Dog biscuits don't get you very far.
Oh my goodness. I really thought the
Doggy CBD.
Sasquatch's little ding-a-ling show was fun. Tonight was crazy.
Must be house church chat broken.
House church jab broken.
Dog bit. Yeah, I think they're called dog
Oh.
coins. Dog something.
Dog bit, yeah.
Cryptocurrency, yep.
Cryptocurrency.
Maybe you can make your own coin, Donnie.
Currency. Oh my gosh.
You get out there and make your own coin.
Oh my goodness.
Nope, there you go. A new way of saying canonized. Canonized.
Oh my goodness.
Church of Wagging Tails.
What if there'll be a coffee shop?
Well, against my better judgment, I'm going to put this up there.
That's a good one too.
That's probably going to be one of the commandments or rules of the church, that thou shalt not sniff your neighbor's.
No, keep thy neighbor's bone to yourself. No stealing the neighbor's.
Do not covet your neighbor's bones. Oh boy, this is.
Thou shalt not murder squirrels and rabbits.
Puppuccinos.
Oh, we're giving Donnie some more ideas.
I figured you were serious. That's what Jane was
serious.
saying.
So, he's serious about filling that out and sending it in. Yep. I can't wait to find out what happens.
I am your true pope.
You're a true pope. I'm not Catholic though. Do you have to be? Is this a Catholic cryptid dogman church? Because if it's not Catholic, you're not a pope. You're a pastor or a reverend or a father. Well, father is Catholic too, isn't it?
Shall not
chase cats. Leave thy neighbor's chickens alone.
Oh yeah, you can get flea dipped at the same time.
Yeah, baptized and flea dipped. Oh wow. How about Manny Petty? Dogman Petty? Gary, use your pooper scooper.
Call him Daddy.
Daddy Joe. Daddy Joe. Oh my goodness.
Here we got Donnie tonight taking our show off the rails. Usually it's Duke or somebody.
Flea collars.
My will is law.
Oh my goodness.
I'm more of a let my beard out, more of a wolf man than a dog man, I guess. I don't know.
And it's going to be longer this year since you didn't shave it all the way down. You got a head start.
Yeah, it's grown out a lot since summer.
And it's good.
All right. While everybody's thinking of more one-liners, we'll go back to the other cryptid report.
Oh, that's right. We got a second one, right?
This guy looks a little more menacing than the first snaky guy.
Kind of looks familiar.
So once again, this is brought to us by Creepy Acres. Check out their YouTube channel and their Facebook page. And this is September 18th and 19th, 1863. So this one goes way back. This tale feels perfect to kick off spooky season. The story of Old Green Eyes has evolved over the years, while some claim it is the ghost of a soldier decapitated by a cannon fire at the Battle of Chickamauga, doomed to forever search for his lost head. Huh. Others claim that it is something much darker. These people claim that it is, in fact, a monstrous entity drawn to the horror of the bloodshed that has soaked into the soil surrounding Chickamauga Creek. Still others claim Old Green Eyes has simply always lived there, but was undiscovered until humans began to encroach on its domain. Whatever the case may be, some researchers and even some park rangers believe that whatever Old Green Eyes is, it still haunts the area of the Chickamauga-Chattanooga National Military Park that stands today where the Battle of Chickamauga took place all those years ago. So in the picture and in the slide, it says today in creepy history, 18th through 19th September 1863, Chickamauga Creek, Georgia. Local legend says that the name given to this small waterway means River of Death in Cherokee. A fitting name as it would be the site of the second bloodiest battle of America's Civil War. The Battle of Chickamauga would rage for 3 days, leaving nearly 4,000 soldiers dead, 24,000 wounded, and another 6,000 missing. However, perhaps the most disturbing is what some soldiers claim to see moving at night amid the carnage. A hideous, inhuman thing with stringy white hair, a huge deformed, I don't know what that is, deformed maw of fangs. I don't know what the maw of fangs is. Huh. A glowing green eyes slinked among the dead and the dying. The men could only watch in horror as it seemed to prowl over the bodies of the fallen comrades that still lay scattered about the blood-soaked battlefield. In the years since, varied legends about what would be dubbed Old Green Eyes would emerge. Some would speak of a ghoulish creature drawn to the area by the blood and the pain spilled there, while others would claim it had lived there long before the start of the war. Wow, that's creepy.
It's very rare that you hear about green eyes also.
Yeah, green eyes and
yeah, it's usually red.
Decapitated head from a cannon. So he was probably going through lifting up all the bodies and moving them, trying to find his head.
So it actually had hair on top of its head too?
Yeah, it said it had stringy white hair, but that is, I don't know if it was on his head or all over his body. Because it kind of looks like it's hairy too. I don't know. The
Green
picture definitely
eyes.
shows on the head.
Wow.
But it's the second bloodiest battle of America's Civil War. 3 days, leaving nearly 4,000 soldiers dead, 24,000 wounded, and another 6,000 missing. Where would the missing go?
Oh.
So there you go. September 1863, the 18th and 19th.
Yeah, some of these are really creepy. Got green eyes.
There we go. The noun refers to a receptacle of food or the throat of flesh-eating animal. All right.
Flesh eating.
Learned something on the cryptid report today.
Yeah. Seems like we learn something every time we read a cryptid report. They are interesting.
Well, what Donnie have to say? Ghoulish creatures don't scare me. I've only ever encountered 2 such creatures, and they were both like Donnie chose.
Oh, Donnie would just beat the crap out of them.
Usually the only creatures I ever encounter, the evil ones, is humans.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of times we're more evil than any of the creatures we talk about.
I could rather hang out with Sasquatch than some humans. You have a hard time trusting anybody these days. You gotta be careful out there. You think you know somebody and they take their mask off and you go, oh my goodness, you're a dog man. Don't call anybody a dog man in chat. You might get somebody upset.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever read a report or heard a story of stringy white hair.
Right. So this is definitely a different one, especially with the green eyes. That's definitely odd. Hello, Nicola. Which actually is that nickname? Isn't that nickname?
I don't know.
Nicola, I think your nickname.
Nicola.
Where'd you see that at? I don't see.
What?
Was that on Facebook? Because I don't see it in chat.
What? That's Facebook.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, it is. It's good morning.
Now, Nicola, if you come over to our YouTube channel, you can get in chat with everybody else because everybody else seems to be in YouTube instead of Facebook tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
you
that's
come over and join
nickname.
the crowd if you feel like it, or be in both, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's nickname from Andy Decodes chat. Yeah, come join us. We got 15 people over here in YouTube.
Flesh eating, isn't that like 90% of the animals? Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombies.
Ugh. Alien face peelers. Oh no!
Stringy white hair reminds me of how they describe the ghouls in some lore. Ghouls can be pretty gnarly, apparently.
Freaky wants to find you on Facebook so we can stalk you and pick on you over there.
Me?
Yeah, no, yeah. Freaky wants to find Midwest Night Watchers over there on Facebook. Well, nickname was there. He just came over here. She. Nickname, you're a she, right? Well, good morning. It's early morning there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought you were a she.
It's not early morning. We're in early morning. They're in.
Yeah, I thought today, Andy, or actually yesterday, today's Thursday now. That's confusing. So yeah, Andy's show 12 hours ago. How's that? I thought he said she. Sometimes you just don't know. And Raymond, you're going to bed. Good night, everyone. At 7:30 in the morning in the UK. Hey, John P. Hey, John P. As Mike would say, John P. Yeah, everyone say hi to Nickname. Nickname is a good friend of ours over in Andy Decode's chat. And Andy was on our show, and
Oh, I missed. You said Raymond was going to bed.
yep, Raven's going to bed. John P just came in. Nickname came in.
Hi, John B.
You still got 13 people awake.
Well, the number keeps going up and then it goes down a little bit and comes up. So I don't know if people are dropping out and then coming back in, or somebody new's coming back in.
I think we got a lot of lurkers, and they just come in and don't talk in chat, and they're just checking us out for a little bit and see if it's interesting, and if it's not, they leave. That's fine. Oh, your kids just left.
Just left the school. So now you get to be on YouTube and be on weird shows and like us.
Our kids are grown. We're finally kidless.
So do you tell everybody that it's 1:30 a.m. here for us? And
No, yeah, it's 1:31. Officially
And
1:32.
Nickname said it was
Thursday.
7:30 in the morning for them.
September 21st. Oh, Nickname's going to send us some questions.
Oh, questions.
We look fresh as
We
Daisy.
might have to send them up the chain of the church to Donnie Cho to go over before we can. We might have to get them approved by Donnie.
Oh, boy.
Church of Woo.
Church of Woo. Hey, that'd be a good one, too. Wonder how many 501c3s Donnie can send in. How many different churches can he run at the same time? The Church of Woo.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Makeup does wonders, especially after midnight.
I know I should have put some on.
Yeah. You're always good looking.
Yeah. You're biased.
Well,
2:30 for Cynthia.
John P. He sells what? Antiques? I'm trying to read that without my glasses.
Oh,
Antiques?
antiques, I guess. Antiques. Huh.
Nickname wants to know, what is it like that time of night there, folks? Activity. Well, the activity outside is pretty good this summer, but tonight's cloudy, so I wasn't able to record anything tonight. I just sat out there seeing if I can hear any Sasquatch or anything. Nothing tonight, but I will say, wow, when was that, Gerald? About a week ago, and I came in and I'm doing my little, I'll get it out real quick. You guys remember my little 528 hertz little whistle thingy? I've been doing this a lot out there and getting little screech owls hooting back, and I was doing that, and way across the other side of this field, I heard this really strange whistle, and it was high pitch. It was real faint, but I could hear it. I kind of went, shh. And then I heard a whoop, and then I heard one dog bark, woof, all three in the same area across the field. And I kind of went, oh my gosh, I heard a whistle, and my first whoop, actual whoop, and a bark. And so this field is going to be coming down. There's a hopper out there. I think they're waiting for the field to dry up. And once that's down, I'm just going to get the camera on that field that's empty and see if we can see something walk across the field. But yeah, tonight was kind of nothing. It was cloudy. I couldn't get my little UFOs that I've been catching almost every night. And Pleiades is starting to come up, so it's definitely fall. I finally saw Pleiades the other night, and I went, oh, there it is. Starting to come up on the east.
Anybody that wants to find us on Facebook, we have accounts on Facebook, and you can always send us some emails, and we can connect that way. And then once again, you can find Jane on her music channel at Chiro Sounds on YouTube.
I was just getting ready to put it in if it's still. Yep. And there you go. Singing bowls, Native American flutes, drums, hand pans, tongue drums. Once in a while, guitar. And if you are new, check out our videos on Midwest Night Watchers also. There is UFO videos, there's orb videos. We've got the woo feathers. I just uploaded all the woo feathers. And here in the next few weeks to the next few months, because there is a lot of videos I have to go through, I will be uploading the crazy activity I got this summer. A lot of it around the Big Dipper again, just like last year. And got some good power-ups, and just a couple of nights ago, I mean, it was just amazing. It was just this tiny little thing, and it just blew up and then went back down tiny and then disappeared. So I can't wait to start uploading some of these.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. I have tons of friend requests, and if I really don't know that person, I don't care if it says mutual friends. I really don't know you. I mean, there's just so many people out there. I mean, I really would like to know the person's real name before I actually add them on Facebook.
Can't touch this.
Can't touch this. Squatch songs. Let's go squatching.
Harry Tom.
You used to be Harry Tom on Facebook. Oh.
All right, we'll catch you later. Send us a request or an email or whatever you want to do. And
yep, nice seeing you, Nickname. Thanks for joining us.
Did JoJo or
I haven't seen. Yeah, I haven't seen JoJo. I think last week Andy popped in a little bit, so maybe he'll be waking up here pretty soon. And then Terrence, where's Terrence? He should be awake. Where's Terry? What's the show link for 924? Who's 924?
924.
Fifth Light, I'm confused.
You'll have to tell us what that is, Fifth Light. I don't know what you're showing.
Oh, our next show.
Oh,
okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Pull up our picture real quick. Do our trippy mushroom picture.
So this is Sunday, 6 p.m. This Sunday at 6 p.m. on Piercing the Veil, our channel here on Midwest Night Watchers. It's our Sunday show, and we're going to have Justin England which they call him Mr. E. He's from the podcast Cryptids of the Corn. And he's going to be coming on and he's going to be talking about mushrooms, UFOs, and cryptids. So you'll have to tune in to see what mushrooms have to do with all this. So it's going to be a really cool show. And I just love that picture. It came out really cool. So this Sunday, be sure and check out our episode here coming up with Cryptids of the Corn.
That crazy heart I can't see when somebody else needs to type, so that moves up. It says chi and no. You guys rock something because a stupid heart.
Yeah, in case you guys don't know, we make our own thumbnails for our shows. We get on a photo editor and we try to make as good as professional as we can anyway for our shows, and try to include the guests or whatever they're talking about, or try to include them somehow in it. And I'm very happy so far with all our thumbnails, how they've came out. They're looking really nice, I think.
And I like all the reels that you do also.
Yeah, I try to put the same images and stuff on the reels about what we talk about and post them on Facebook. And
thank you, John P. We still got 12 late nighters. And nothing has happened behind me, huh? Oh, come on. We touched the rim pad. Come on. You were still working?
yeah, nobody said anything about anything happening behind you, so I don't know.
Uh-oh. This one.
Dead?
Yeah, I bet it. Come on, go off. Where's the other one? Oh. Yeah, this one's still going. Come on. No woo feathers behind me. Darn it. Come on.
Yeah, I heard somebody say something about how you can turn off the heart feature, but supposedly people are saying that if you click on the hearts and stuff like that, that actually helps with the algorithm. That's why they put it there. So I don't know if it's good or bad to turn them on or off.
You're supposed to touch it and you see the little heart go up. See, boom, 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 boom.
Whenever I'm on somebody's show, I always hit the hearts and stuff for them in case it does help their algorithm.
I've been doing it here lately. Yeah, I've been hitting the little heart during the people's show. You know, if it does help the algorithm, hey, help them out. You know, we're trying to get up there also. It seemed like we were kind of staggering. You know, sometimes we gain quite a few and then it kind of slows down.
2 rows of teeth. Are you talking about the picture of the green eye guy?
I was going to say, I have 2 rows of teeth.
Somebody does.
Giants
have multiple rows of teeth.
Yeah, 'cause I think other people are supposed to see the little heart thingy too when you guys do those things. You do 100.
They pee a lot.
What pees a lot? Who's peeing in our chat? There is no peeing in our chat.
I think only the people that are logged into the YouTube.
I think it's YouTube. Yeah, we can't.
You have the chat and stuff up at you see the hearts.
Yeah, I see them going. I see other people doing it.
No, I can't see it on StreamYard, but
yeah, you can't see it on StreamYard.
I can see it on our YouTube channel.
So I've been hitting that in people's chat. If it helps, it helps. We're not big out in the numbers, but we're still trying to reach our 500. That's our next goal. We're going to do a big 500 show.
I was asking Maggie if you two are peeing a lot.
Well, no, fifth light says so. Yeah, I was lifting my leg. Oh no.
Yeah, the Winchester house, that's very interesting, but I kind of have a different take on the Winchester house. Not everybody, I don't know. I don't know if we should go into it or not, but I mean, I like the story.
Haunted house.
So the Winchester house obviously was from fame of the Winchester rifle family. They obviously have saved and gathered a lot of money over the years from when rifles were being made. And then when Mrs. Winchester was by herself in that big old house, she was going to seances and mediums and would have seances in their house, and they would tell her, that about the haunted people that from the deaths of the Winchester guns were haunting her from them being killed. Well, what I have read in a couple places and what I think I believe is that the one medium that convinced her to keep building the house and adding 13 stairs, and a staircase that goes to nowhere and doors that go to nowhere and windows that have 13 in them and all the weird stuff in the house that they were supposed to stay under construction forever to keep the spirits or the ghosts occupied so they couldn't find her in the house. They'd go up the stairs to a dead end and they'd be confused and not be able to go anywhere. But spirits can go through walls and can go through anywhere they want. So that didn't really make sense to me, but I don't know. Then, but I think the medium that convinced her to keep building was in cahoots somehow with the contractor that was making all these millions of dollars. But I noticed they had more than one crew there working at times. But it started out with the medium and contractor being together somehow and trying to bilk her out of millions of dollars. That's how I see the story. I mean, it could be a legitimate medium telling her how to deal with the spirits that are bothering her, but I don't know.
Freaky's getting ready to lift his leg too. Come on, you guys, stop it. Quit lifting your legs and chat.
Now, if you're talking about the dog Bandit, that's from Johnny Quest. That dog was named Bandit.
Johnny Quest.
If anybody remembers Johnny Quest.
That was when we were kids. Back in the 60s and early 70s.
Anybody know all the names to the characters in Johnny Quest?
Oh, shoot, no.
Can you put them in chat?
I don't remember all that.
Do you remember Johnny's friend's name?
No, I just remember Johnny Quest, and I remember the show.
So the dog's name was Bandit.
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
Haji was Johnny's friend.
Haji?
Yep, there you go. Race Bannon, Haji,
Neoma.
Johnny, and Bandit was the dog's name.
Since Neoma's in chat, I need to say something to her. And I didn't want to type it in chat that one day. Yeah, we're an hour and a half away from Quad Cities, but you mentioned you were from Milan, and that just floored me because Milan is actually this tiny little town that my uncle was from. And I took a lot of trips there for several months this last spring, when he passed. And so, yeah, just talk about a small world because Milan is not even one of the towns of Quad Cities. So I just wanted to say it's kind of neat that we have a little connection here. And what was his dad?
His dad was the professor or scientist, and I can't remember what his first name was. But Race was the bodyguard, and he looked after the kids to keep them out of trouble and keep the doctor protected, or the professor.
I
don't remember the woman.
Do they even still have Saturday morning cartoons, or is it just cable and stuff? And they don't even. That was excitement every fall of finding out all the brand new cartoon shows that were on Saturday morning. They don't do that anymore. Yeah, I thought that was cool too. I mean, I didn't want to type it in chat and people would go, "What?" So yeah, he lives close to a school, and I don't know the name of the school. Did you ever know the name of the school, Gerald, when we were going there? I just know that street he lived on. My uncle, the school. I mean, the street he was on was a little turnabout to pick up kids, and it was up on the hill past Hy-Vee. And that's all I can.
I'm lost. What are you talking about?
My uncle's school that was close to his house.
I don't remember the name of it.
I don't think we actually knew what the name of the school was. But yeah, he lived close to a school up on the hill past Hy-Vee, if you know that area. But I won't be going back there because the house got sold and that chapter of my life is done. Benton. Oh my goodness, that was a good show.
Yeah, I always liked Johnny Quest.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if you can find him out there somewhere.
Thomas Jefferson, that's where I went to school.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure the name. I'm not sure the name of the school, but I just know we got off of. I mean, it was 80. It turned into the other 80, and we kept on going. We turned at the exit, and we turned left the very first stoplight and went past McDonald's, Hardee's, Hy-Vee, go up the hill, turned at the church, went down a few streets, and his street was a street that a lot of parents went down and picked him up, and I'm not sure what the school was.
There's Taco John and McDonald's and Hardee's on that road going up to the
big Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee and all them are there in the little shopping center.
But I'm not sure the name of that little school. I just went there and packed up his house and kept going back and forth. Yeah, spyware and viruses. I loved Saturday morning cartoons. They were great.
Thomas Jefferson is the one up the hill from Hy-Vee, so that's probably it.
Yeah. That's where he lived for, what was it, honey? 61 years?
Yep.
Yeah. They bought it in 1963.
So the road in the subdivision that everybody lines up to pick their kids up from, it looks like a playground right there in a parking lot, a playground. Uncle Kent's house was on that road, so people were always parking up and down that road to pick up their kids, waiting in line.
And then did a lot of trips to Rock Island when he was in the hospital and then hospice.
On the cabinet. They must be talking about the cabinet behind you.
I like it. That one.
Stormalicious, thank you for coming in. That's a new name.
Yeah, hi, Stormalicious. Yeah, this one was Gerald's mom's secretary.
Secretariat. Yep.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Something we inherited, what, about a year ago when we were cleaning out your mom's house.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Well, he was on 3rd Street. No, it was 3rd Street West. Oh my goodness. Wow, talk about a small world, Yoma. That's neat. Yeah, my aunt and uncle lived there their whole lives and their whole marriage, and he almost made 90. A few months away from being 90. So yeah, he just passed last spring. But then when you mentioned Milan, I was kind of went, oh my gosh, small
See ya,
world.
Freaky Geek.
Bye, Freaky. We love you.
12th Avenue
12th
and
Street.
5th Street. All right.
Yeah, he was 3rd Street West. Yep, that little street that it was a little roundabout that parents picked people up. It was a nice little neighborhood too.
So Stormalicious, that cabinet was in our family for a long time, and it was always in my mom and dad's hallway growing up.
There you go.
So I believe that was my grandma's, came from my grandma's house. Then my mom and dad got it, and now I have it.
Yep, it's pretty. I think I got all my beads in that one. Yeah, I've got all my jewelry beads for bracelets and stuff in that one. And I got another secretary that has essential oils.
Then the little cabinet behind Jane was a bobbin for sewing bobbins that my mom had.
Right here.
Yep, the little tiny walnut one right behind you there with all the drawers. That was a sewing cabinet that was in I believe that was in a department store at one time and had all different kinds of threads and sewing bobbins and
okay. I haven't filled that up yet. I'm not sure what to put in it yet.
Nola McQuigg.
Jerry and Nola. I think that's my uncle's friend, honey.
Across the street?
It's Jerry and Nola.
Is their last name McQuigg?
I'm pretty sure it was McQuigg. I'd have to check on the piece of paper upstairs. Yeah, that was the only people we knew on that street, and that's the only people that my uncle would talk to all.
Yeah, so they lived right across the street, a little diagonal.
Yep. My uncle and him, I mean, they had my uncle's house key, and they picked up his mail for him in the hospital. And yeah, we got to know them. They helped with the garbage. Once we filled up the garbage, they went over there the garbage. They really helped us out. Those 4.5 months, we were going back and forth doing 3-hour trips, packing up the house and filling up my van and coming back. And we still got stuff all over the place. Don't know what to do with everything yet.
30 trips later.
35 trips.
35 trips.
35 trips total taking care of that house. Yeah.
Counting after a while.
Oh, I had to count because I had to.
So did you say hi to Mars?
Hi, Mars. Hey, welcome in. So yeah, there for a while. But there was a Sasquatch we saw every single time we went there. I'm trying to remember the mile markers.
I should have had that loaded up on the computer to show everybody.
Yeah, well, there was a certain mile marker. And we had to look over, and there's Sasquatch, a little figurine standing next to the tree.
Somebody was mean to him. He was missing a leg.
Oh boy. Yes. That was a chapter of my life that was very stressful. Then we started the show, actually. We started the show the Saturday before he passed, and then he passed, and we did our first night show the night he passed. And it's been crazy ever since. Now we're doing this. That's wild.
All right.
You meet people online, and then you got things in common, or they know the same people, and that's so interesting. So what you got there for us?
I don't have anything unless somebody wants to talk about something.
No new rock songs or
I did not bring anything down for that. I mean, we talked about the Van Halen song, which is my favorite group from the 80s since I graduated high school in 1982. I was a big Van Halen fan, a Boston fan, or basically all hair bands and 60s, 70s, and 80s, and some things into the 90s. I kind of liked a lot of the grunge bands too, but Van Halen by far was probably my favorite.
no, I did not see that video of Pottertown. We don't have cable, and even when we
Prophetstown?
did, yeah, she said it was on Quad City News, but even when we did have cable, we didn't get Quad City channels. They only gave us Peoria channels. So, I mean, is it online somewhere? I would love to see that video.
I'm sure we can find it online.
Or if you know what news channel, they probably have a Facebook. Maybe they have it on their Facebook page or something. I think I need to find Neoma on Facebook if she's on Facebook. Yeah, because she told me that the other night, and I said, no, I did not see that video.
So
I'm
last
not sure
week,
where Prophetstown is either. Is it close to the Quad Cities?
Prophetstown.
There's so many little towns.
The
over
only
there.
I think Prophetstown was where Ronald Reagan was born.
Huh? That's Dixon, Illinois. Or is Prophetstown, Iowa, or Prophetstown, Illinois? Or was there Prophetstown over there close to
It's out going towards Kankakee.
Geneseo?
It's going towards Kankakee.
Yeah, I think it was over there by Geneseo.
Now I gotta
Well,
look it up.
close to where
I thought Ronald Reagan was born in Prophettown.
I thought that was the area that the tornado went across 80 last spring. That old Prophetstown.
Oh, I'm wrong. Tampico, Illinois.
Morrison.
I know we see Prophetstown on 80 when we're heading towards
Yeah,
the
I
Quad
think it's
Cities.
over there by Geneseo. And we're, close to where that tornado went across I-80 and we saw all the damage.
Just heard the Winchester House today. Wow.
Oh,
So let's hear it, Gerald. What? I talked a little bit about the Winchester House, and I was just talking about the songs from last week. And
then we were
Susie,
talking
you were
about
looking up a
UFOs
lot of
around.
songs.
Then we're talking about UFOs around Quad Cities. And speaking of UFOs, keep an eye on our channel. I'll be uploading my UFO investigation. I got a lot of good UFO catches this summer. Okay, I remember that. WQAD channel 8 YouTube. Okay, I will look at it.
Yeah, that's one of the main channels there for the Quad Cities, WQAD.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that.
Yep,
video
the Winchester is a series out. So what'd you want to hear, Susie? We've been all over the place tonight. I'm not sure.
We're always all over the place. This is our midnight show. This is when I can smoke and we hang out and drink cold coffee and just be ourselves, laugh until we cry. That was great.
Oh, Sarah did it because of her connection with the Freemasons.
Oh. That's a interesting rabbit hole.
Yeah, we have vast interests. Cryptids and UFOs, aliens, paranormal,
Oh, yeah, we talk about anything.
anything in the high strangeness, rabbit holes, conspiracy theories. We look at it all. We don't necessarily talk about everything that we dig into, but we try to pick out something interesting to talk about. But
Yep, some things you have to be careful talking about. But I've been looking into conspiracies and interesting satanic cult stuff since the late 1980s, and I've been on a roll ever since. I've been awake for a long, long time. Slowly waking up and seeing a lot of this, still going to church and not talking about any of it. So yeah, I'm into the paranormal, the UFOs, I'm in the Sasquatch, I'm in the orbs, I'm into all of it.
So Susie, I wouldn't be able to remember where I read it at, but in the new Winchester movie, there's a little hint of that same exact thing about the medium and the contractor or something being in cahoots. Oh. Yeah, the cathedral in France. Spent a great deal of time there. And, you get into that, you also get into the Knights Templar.
Yeah.
Of course, they were in the Knights Templars really associated heavily with the Rose Cathedral or the Church of the Rose.
Mm.
That could be. I know everybody talks about the medium that told her to keep building to keep the spirits occupied. That's the main story everybody talks about, but that's a good rabbit hole there to go down about. Almost like her own Tower of Babel. Can't type. All right. Are you going to go to bed?
Don't worry about typos. We all do it. Nobody can say Chiro right.
If you typed it wrong, I'd probably read it wrong and say the right word.
Then autocorrect doesn't help you too.
I did a video about it on my. Oh, you have a channel? What's your channel?
Oh I need to go subscribe to her channel.
What's that say? I can't see what it says. I think I missed it. Where did it go? Must be open to doubt.
I got it.
And then the video, is it called The Gun and Guilty Conscience, obviously, about the Winchesters?
There you go, everybody.
She's been in bed.
Everybody go sub to Neoma's channel. I just subbed to you. You should get a notification from Chiro.
Yep. So everybody go over to her YouTube. Go over to the YouTube channel, Open to Doubt, and subscribe and show some love there, as well as Donnie Chose and anybody else that's in our chat that has channels. We'll talk about you. Just let us know. And
we got somebody that snuck in. Do you see it yet? I get to see it first.
Oh, hi, Grant.
Hi, Grant.
Thanks for coming.
What a crazy look on your face. I hope that's alcohol. Nice to see you. I was talking about all kinds of crazy stuff.
Now, I really didn't get into that movement of the Violent Femmes or the Pixies or any of the oh, what do I want to call them? I don't know. I don't know how to describe them.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not familiar with this one.
Kind of the movement of revolt when they first started going that way, where anything goes and they did whatever they wanted.
Well, if it was on cable, I didn't have cable back in the 80s or early 90s. Oh, thank you. You're the best too. We just got some wonderful friends in here. Yes, it's good to see you too, Grant. I'm glad you popped in. This is just our hangout show. We're not doing anything special. We're just hanging out with chat and talking to you guys.
Yeah, I remember the Ramones, especially when they were first starting to do their videos on MTV, and then the movie with the country bluegrass. Let's see, CBCBs. Yes, CBCB. Yeah, the country blues and grass and something else. I can't remember what it stood for, but that movie was really good, and it talked about the Ramones in there and all the bands that came out of that club was just amazing.
CBGB.
Yep, CBGB.
Yep, Grant just said it.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I really liked that. Hi, Dogman UK man.
Really? Hi, Dogman. It's morning for him too. And Aunt Edna just showed up too. Hi, Aunt Edna. We got Grant, we got Dogman, we got Aunt Edna. You never know who's going to show up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, country bluegrass and blues. Then he added something later before they closed it down or before they stopped doing that. They added something else to the end of it too. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, we're good so far. It's, what is it? 2:13 in the morning.
Well, we started at 12:30.
So we're usually do it till like about 3 in the morning. And then we try to go to sleep. And Killer Club as well.
Yep. So if anybody missed the conversation, how this all started, it was last week. We did a teaser about songs with alien abductions and talking about aliens in songs that were out in the 80s and in popular culture for rock.
And your favorite song was?
My favorite band was Van Halen. And the whole time when Sammy Hagar joined them, I did not realize that When Love Walks In is actually about Sammy Hagar's experience about being abduction and being visited by aliens. So if you look at the lyrics and then you start going down the rabbit hole and looking up Sammy's testimony and interviews about his alien abductions, you'll start seeing all the words in the lyrics, some of the key words that he talks about in his testimonies and his story.
And that led to a rabbit hole of tons and tons of songs that are popular that are actually about UFOs and being abducted.
So the very first word of the song is contact. And just by the way he sings it, you can tell it's about contact with aliens. It's not, I mean, and I always thought it was a love song, and it's probably made to sound like a love song or a ballad, but it's actually about his alien abduction.
Grant has Sammy's personal shot glass. How did you get Sammy's personal shot glass?
He stole it out of Cabo Wabo.
You got to tell us that. How'd you get that? Oh my goodness.
Tell me you know Sammy Hagar, Grant, because I want to get him on our show to interview him about his alien abduction. Tell us you know him personally.
Please, do you know him personally? Yeah, we want him on our show. Oh my gosh, his dad knew him personally.
Ah,
Oh my gosh.
I wish you had his number or his email.
Oh,
I keep
wow.
trying to find it online, but it's highly protected and you can't ever find it.
Wow. And he don't know him. Oh my goodness.
I have stories of dreams and stuff that I think are maybe alien related, and Jane also, but I personally don't have any recollection of being abducted or seeing anything other than lights in the sky.
Yeah, my personal encounters is a crap load of stuff in the sky. Once again, this summer. Grant, if you remember last year with the Big Dipper activity, it happened again for several weeks, and I got tons and tons of videos. I mean, I'm talking 5, 6, 7, just shooting all over the place. And but personal contact is seeing one just in my dreams that are not really dreams; they're vivid dreams. And one was on a ship, and I did see a reptilian, because I guess you can call an alien. But I never have seen any grays or anything like that. But most of mine are crazy lights up in the sky.
Grant doesn't know Sammy, but he knows Eric Estrada.
I don't think that counts unless he's been abducted.
Still pretty cool. Oh, Eddie Money, that's really cool. I love Eddie Money. I don't think 2 Tickets to Paradise is talking about aliens.
Now he's saying show him. Are you talking about my videos? I will be showing them. I have a sneak peek. Go to our videos, and there is a sneak peek of one of the nights of this summer. And the exact same thing, Grant. It happened at like the second week of August. And it actually is still kind of happening, but it's been about 6 weeks, just like last year, about 5 or 6 weeks. They stopped. It was only about an hour every single night. If it was cloudy, I couldn't film, but I have taken so much videos that I'm changing batteries. My SD card is full. Girl ordered new SD cards that were large. And I mean, I've got a lot. And so, yeah, the next few months, I will be uploading more and more. I've got tons of power ups. I'm talking big power ups, tiny little things just blowing up, going down and disappearing. So, yes, I'll be uploading or doing a big documentary or something. I'm still thinking if I should just do all 6 weeks, little by little into a big one, and we just upload it and do a preview or something.
Well, if Sammy ever makes it to Nashville, track him down and get some info for me. or if anybody ever runs into Dan Aykroyd, I want to get him on the show too and talk about his spirituality and his seances his family used to do in the house that he grew up, his grandparents' house.
Well, good night, Grant. And yes, go check out the one called Sneak Peek. And that will give you a hint of this summer. And I will be, when I'm done being in the backyard, I'll be uploading these next few months. And I might do a couple more sneak peeks before I do the whole event. But yeah, it's just the exact same thing as last year. I don't know. I don't understand it. It must be a portal or something that opens up around the Big Dipper this time of year.
Well, thanks for coming, Grant. We love you.
Yes, thank you for coming. We love you.
So yeah, his dad knows him, not me.
Wow. Now, what was the other one someone saw? What was it? Someone saw a
That one?
UFO.
And
Yeah,
Edna.
I saw a UFO once. Yeah, I've never really saw one super low. The only thing that the lowest I've seen was our very first video. You'd have to scroll all the way down and see our little mothership video. That's the lowest I've seen. Most of these look like stars, and they're up there with the stars. I mean, they are way, way up there, and they're not satellites, especially when you see 9, 10 of them going different directions and all in the same area. It's definitely not Starlink, and it is definitely not satellites. And satellites and stuff like that don't power up either. I mean, these things just power up and glisten and go back down.
So I don't know if he's talking about the whistleblowers like David Grush and people like that.
I'm not
I'm kind of
sure about that.
wishy-washy. I want to believe them, but then sometimes I kind of think, oh, I don't know. So
Right.
I'll leave it up to you guys to think whatever you want about the whistleblowers.
My gut's just telling me they've been lying to us for 80 years. Why are they bringing it out now? There's some kind of an agenda they have behind it. I just don't.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd has some experiences
Oh, yeah.
with
I'd love to talk to
UFOs
him.
and seances and ghosts and all kinds of stuff. And that's the main reason why the movie Ghostbusters was written.
Yep. He said it was based off of his experience with his family. Oh, you still got 10 people in here. This is awesome.
I would have done the same thing.
Oh, wow. I'm not sure what I would do if I saw one super close, if I'd stand there and experience it, or I don't have much fear of over things. I think I would probably just stand there and see what happens.
Well, I thought John Belushi
Oh,
was
from the
actually
Rock
from the Chicago area.
Oh,
I
Rock
don't know
Island?
about Rock Island, but
I know it was up
Dan Aykroyd was from Canada. And let's see, the movies, the Blues Brothers, obviously Chicago based, but it could have been because the penitentiary was in Joliet, so that's why it was Joliet Jake. But I don't know if they were actually from Rock Island or not.
No, she might know since she's from the Rock Island. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, who were the
isn't the guitarist from let me think. I try to get it out of my head. Live from Budokan. Remember we were talking about that the other day. Who was that band?
Well, change the subject. Who's the famous band that was from Pekin? That was an hour, about 45 minutes away from
Head East.
Head East, but I thought there was 2 of them.
Head East is the one I know of that they recorded their first album, Flat as a Pancake, in Pekin in a small recording studio, and they actually used the bathroom to get the good acoustics for their song for when they were singing.
Was it Marshall Tucker Band? Wasn't Marshall Tucker Band from Pekin also?
They're from the Peoria area, and so was
Dan.
Gary Richrath was from Illinois, around the Peoria area.
Was it Dan? Oh shoot! There's a famous
Fogelberg was from the Peoria area.
Yep, Dan Fogelberg was, I think, East Peoria. Wow.
What YouTube channel do you want the link to? Are you talking about Jane's music?
Can I have the link to what? The link to our UFOs is this channel, which is, unless he's on.
Yeah, so
is he on Facebook?
I'll have to go back, but yeah, Midwest Night Watchers on YouTube, and the UFOs or objects in the sky and orbs. And the portal, or what we're calling a portal, and the tree is on there, and a lot of other videos.
And this show
seeing at night, and then you go to the live section and all of our live shows with our guests, and this show, the Night Owl Lounge, will be on there.
And if you click on videos, you will see, if you scroll down, you'll see the Woo Feathers I uploaded tonight. There is a sneak peek of all this activity that is happening around the Big Dipper, which is probably almost done. I only saw like a dozen the last hour, and it's normally a dozen a minute. So I think it's starting to slow down. It's been about 6 weeks, almost 7 weeks actually now.
And then all the musical instruments behind me are Jane's and ours, are mostly Jane's instruments. And if you go to Chiro Sounds on YouTube, you can find all of her music videos and nature videos where she's playing out there. And they got the goats and the chickens and dragonflies and
Hummingbirds.
all kinds of instruments that she had played, and singing bowls and cicadas resonating back with her while she's changing the tone of the bowl. So now let's go back.
And like I said, keep an eye on our channel. I will be.
There it is. Naomi.
There it is.
Naomi said it, and Duke's in the chat said Cheap Trick. That's right. Ricky. What's it? Rick. I can't think of his name. I think he was from Rockford.
Yep. So when I was in high school, I was only like a half an hour from their town.
And then growing up, I think it was high school, like you were saying, that they had the park there. It wasn't the Three Sisters Park. It was a different park downtown or in Peoria where all the bands would go. And Charlie Daniels, REO Speedwagon played there. Hetty's played there in the park, the open park, where you sat down.
Yeah, in the Glen Oak Park area.
Glen Oak. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's where I saw Charlie Daniels' band. It was in the Glen Oaks Park outside. So yeah, we have some famous people from our area too.
Dogman saying hi. I thought we already said hi to you once. Dogman, are you saying hi?
Actually, I thought Dogman left. Welcome back, Dogman, and welcome in, Duke.
Yeah, you might as well get in here, Duke, and start talking, because Donnie Cho derailed us earlier about his Church of the Dog Man.
Yep, Donnie Cho is starting a church of Dog Man.
So there you go, Dog Man in UK. You could probably be part of our Dog Man church if Donnie gets it started. I don't know.
Duke can start a church too.
We were all joking around about being part of the congregation, and Donnie said, "No, you guys are going to actually be leaders in the church." So I don't know where he's going.
He wants to be called Pope Cho.
Pope Cho of the Dog Man Church.
Duke could be Pastor Duke. You know what's really funny? Duke does have a show on Sunday nights. It's like he is doing a sermon on Sasquatch every Sunday night.
So the UFO stuff is on Midwest Night Watchers, and it'll be the first stuff that pops up when you go to YouTube and you look up Midwest Night Watchers.
And click on the videos, and if you scroll all the way down, check out our very first one that we uploaded. That's pretty much started this channel. Actually, is our big giant mothership.
Rick Nelson, but I kept wanting to think. I was thinking of whenever I said Rick Nelson, I started thinking of Ozzie and Harriet, because of Little Ricky was a musician off of that show.
Well, then it was Marshall Tucker Band, and that was from Pekin.
Marshall Tucker was from Pekin? I don't think I know that.
I thought, or from this area.
Well, I mean, even like REO, is this Gary Richraff, and then the other guys were from Chicago, and another one was from another state, because some of them met in college and stuff. So it wasn't like they were all from the Peoria or Pekin area. They were,
which everyone can tell us from our area. I grew up in the Peoria area. Girl grew up here in the town.
Gary Richraff by, I don't know, minutes, because my friend was dating a girl in what was the town? I gotta think of the town now. Bureau.
Good night, Cynthia.
Illinois. Because Gary Richraff had a baby. He was a baby daddy. And evidently he showed up at the house, and then we went to the house right after he left because my friend was over there to see his girlfriend. So we just missed Gary Richrath by minutes. The guitars and Carlos on the drums.
That's cool.
And the family for the Doobie Brothers lived in Princeton, Illinois, and his brother played the drums for the Tubes. If anybody remembers the Tubes,
From Princeton?
yeah,
Oh,
his family lived there for a while,
wow.
and then I met a couple of the people from let me think. Oh man. They did Eye of the Tiger.
I don't know. Somebody in chat will say it. Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, why am I drawing a
I
blank?
can hear the song.
Why am I drawing a blank?
Come on, chat. Who did Eye of the Tiger? Somebody's gonna Google it. Survivor.
One of the band members' mom and dad bought a lake house at Thunderbird. And then when I was up there visiting the in-laws of my first wife, when we were up there for a weekend, they all showed up. Surprisingly, there was I think 3 of them that showed up.
Jeez.
Because they were the one family was still out of Chicago, Illinois.
Well, I guess I could say I played with some famous Christian people, but nobody would probably know them. Or I led worship for when they were at our church.
One of the videos on YouTube, maybe 2, I changed the contrast to make the stars brighter so you could see the constellation.
Yeah,
and one of them we did speed up just a little bit, just so you could tell the travel of the lights going into the Big Dipper.
yeah, if you're the three Big Dippers from last summer, which is going to be identical of what I've caught this summer too, all these weeks. But that there's 3 videos of last year's, which I have like 40 of them. But yeah, we sped up, I think, I'm pretty sure all 3 of them just a little bit so you can see them move better. Because if you see a regular speed, just like the sneak peek, now the sneak peek, that's regular speed. I did not speed it up. The one that I just uploaded a few weeks ago. Last year's, the 3 Big Dipper ones are sped up some. Because you can see them a lot better when it's sped up.
So I believe we also put if you see a black and white or a gray videos, those are the ones that actually came off the camera, and there might be a duplicate where the ones where I changed the contrast to blue and sped up the time just a little bit so you can see them actually move a little faster. But we didn't make them really, really fast or change them that much, just enough just so you can notice them moving a little better.
And we have all the
black
original
and white
files.
ones are the original ones off of the camera, unedited, other than we clipped them out a little bit, the beginning and end to capture certain moments.
And just to clarify, all the orbs, bugs, bats, things like that, those are on ATN night vision binoculars. All the UFOs, I don't have IR on it, so you won't see orbs and bugs on it. You just see stars and moving objects, which are satellites, UFOs, Starlink, orbs, who knows what's all up there.
Well, Duke, I like Chicago, especially when they're the Transit Authority, CTA.
Oh, and Boston.
And I love Boston.
Oh,
Boston's the whole
so
story
good.
Behind Boston.
Boston had a lot of UFOs.
But all those bands during that time, during the 80s, man, they were in the 70s, going into the 80s, Van Halen, Boston. I don't know. I grew up in high school listening to all them and right out of high school, so I really love them. Some of them might have lame names, but I personally like Chicago and Boston.
Hmm. 45s.
Wow. Cool.
Cool. And bring up Aunt Edna, the
That one?
UFO I saw. That's last summer, many times, and Gerald finally caught it too, that out of the corner of your eye, you're just drawn to a bright light and it's brighter than a star. And once we saw it, they would fade out. And I saw that so many times last summer, but I didn't see a whole lot of them this summer. So, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing is, they look like stars and they brighten up, and they're definitely not all satellites up there, especially with this Big Dipper activity last summer and again this summer.
No, I know you're talking
Oh,
about.
the
I know
band
you're talking
names
about the
suck.
band names suck, but I was saying I still like them because they're my favorite bands growing up, or at least high school years. But I was mostly into the hair bands,
Oh, there's all kinds
whether it
of
was
band
Motley
names.
Crue or Poison, or I just loved that whole era. I just loved the music growing up in high school and right
There's
when I
all
got
kinds
out
of
of high school. And then I
crazy
got into
band names.
grunge. I really liked grunge, Nirvana and
Smashing Pumpkins,
Soundgarden and what are some of the other
Smashing
ones?
Pumpkins.
Smashing. I there was a couple songs from Smashing Pumpkins, but I didn't really like the lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins that much.
There's some
Billy
crazy
Billy
names.
something. Billy I can't think of his name. Yes, Alice in Change and yep, I like Alice in Chains and um what are some of the other ones that were real popular then?
Keep going back and forth. Music to UFOs. Music and UFOs.
Audio
Pearl Jam.
Audio
Yep, Pearl Jam.
Slave and Pearl Jam and um Alice in Chains. I think that was the one. Uh Kill the Rooster and Man in a Box and
Triangle shaped. Yeah, my son
we
saw a
have
triangle
one. Our
shape.
very first video of Jane's that we put on the site is why we actually started the YouTube channel. Actually, is a row of lights that looks like kind of what people were seeing in the triangle, but we only saw one side, so we don't know if it was triangle or a row of ships together or one big ship with lights on it, or we couldn't really tell. So we just kind of left it up in the open by calling it a mothership, but we don't really know what it was. We
Some
know it
people
wasn't
still,
Starlink.
yeah, some people still say it's Starlink that first launched, but I saw the video of James Gilliland on Nicetti Ranch. He saw the exact same thing 3 or 4 days before me. So it could not be Starlink just launched, or it would be spreading out by then. And we've seen the train many, many times, and it's never that close together. And it's usually not that low either. When I saw this thing, it's lower than what you see Starlink. So I'm still saying it was a mothership.
Yeah, I like Stone Temple Pilots. They're one of my favorites too. I actually learned to play one of their songs on the guitar. I don't know if I can remember it now though, but I really like the song where they were talking about a runaway slave. If you look up the lyrics to the song, and I'll have to try to remember the song now, but it's about a runaway slave and the dogs chasing after her. For the Clash. Yep, Anthrax, Megadeth, Slayer, Judas Priest.
Wow.
Oh, Fulbright triangle. Cool. You know, I liked REM songs until they started coming out for gun control. Then I didn't listen or buy any more of their CDs.
No.
I don't
Yes.
know. Duke's saying
No.
no about something. Probably
Yes.
something I
No.
said. He's
No.
probably
Yes.
reprimanding me.
No. Yes. Candlebox.
Oh yeah, Candlebox is good. I really like Candlebox.
College rock.
Yep. Started out as a college band. A bunch of college kids.
Judas Priest. Oh my goodness.
Judas Priest. Breaking the law, breaking the law.
Hey, we grew up with some good music in the 60s and 70s, and then early 80s, and then rap and all kinds of crazy music happened. Punk.
Still jealous of the furniture. You gotta see some of the stuff upstairs. We got more cabinets upstairs that are all
Yeah. We're
early
in the
1900s. A couple of them I think were in the 1800s.
we're in the antiques. We don't have
Everything's
new,
almost
new
family
fancy stuff.
heirlooms in our whole house. I mean, we have some of our own modern furniture, but most of it was been gifted down to us or we've inherited. Oh, there you go. That explains a lot, Duke.
Oh.
Duke, do you know Sammy Hagar? We need their email or contact, Sammy Hagar or Dan Aykroyd, the movie actor. That's how this whole thing on music started.
Well, back in the early 1980s, when MTV was coming out in the Phoenix area, they actually had a local channel, and they had VJs, which is the video disc jockey. My brother was on there for a while, and he interviewed Cyndi Lauper and interviewed quite a few people when he was doing that. Yeah, it was all downhill after the 80s. Yeah.
Well, 80s was my heyday for all the bands I like, but like I said, I did like grunge though. I liked Nirvana and I liked all them other groups that came out, even though a lot of them were West Coast Seattle boys and Oregon and all them Washington, all up and down the coast. Everybody was just signing anybody and everybody that had plaid shirts on and was playing music.
It was mainly 60s and 70s was the best music. But when you start screaming and scream on, you can't understand the words. I just kind of went, that's not Journey and Styx and AC/DC and all them. And even Ozzy Osbourne, you can understand him when he was singing.
I never heard of the Bad Brains.
Bad Brains. I've never heard of Bad Brains. I know people that have bad brains.
Martha Quinn. That sounds, excuse me. That sounds familiar. I don't know. Martha.
I don't know that one. I don't think I've seen Starlight Blue. They just kind of look white to me.
Yeah,
like
they look white
stars.
to us, but when we see them go across the sky.
Yeah, I think I've got one video at least of them. I think I just uploaded that a couple months ago too. I was checking out the moon and ended up
believe me,
catching
Annetta,
it.
when I was playing guitar for the first time when I was in high school, I don't think I'd call it talent. I liked Ozzy after Black Sabbath. I mean, Black Sabbath was okay, but I liked Ozzy when he was on his own and the songs that he came out after with that. And
I just don't understand
weird how he sings so good, but then talks like he's got mush in his mouth or so. I don't get it.
I don't understand. You know, his singing was amazing and you can understand what he was saying, but when he talked, it was, get the poop out of your mouth.
Yep.
Oh,
Crazy Train.
boy.
Crazy Train. Yep. Yeah, Video Jock.
Yeah, that's what my brother was for a little while in the Phoenix area. He was a VJ.
CJ Alien. 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 I don't know how to pronounce that. Is that anything like Frank Zappa kind of music, or is that something else?
I don't recognize that one.
Or David Allen Coe? Anything like those two guys? We used to listen to Frank Zappa all the time just because it was funny and crazy. All the lyrics and "Don't you go where the Huskies go? Don't you eat that yellow snow?"
Something moved upstairs.
It's 2:45 a.m. in the morning for us already, and we started at 12:30. We still got 10 people that I see in chat. I don't know how many there. Everybody make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're first timers or old timers, make sure you're still subscribed and hit the notification bell.
Go subscribe to Duke, World Bigfoot Radio. Go subscribe to Neoma. Anyone else in chat that Donnie Cho says stuff? He was in here earlier. Who else has a YouTube channel?
No, here in the Midwest, we didn't really have any. I don't really know if you call them underground bands, but we had a lot of bands since we lived close to the Peoria area. They have a lot of bars, and the surrounding areas had a lot of bars. There was always bar bands that were up, and they had on the radio station 106 WWCT, they had garage band contests. So you had, if you ever heard of the band Mackinac, I think they only had one song that made it nationwide. It made the charts, was "Surfing on the Mackinac," which is a little tiny river, kind of creek thing. So their famous song was "Surfing on the Mackinac," and the band was called Mackinac from Mackinac, Illinois, and they won the garage band contest for Peoria.
Dan Fogelberg always solo, or did he start out in a band?
I've only known he might have been in a group. I only know him as Dan Fogelberg.
I just know that his class reunion, they wanted him to come and play for the class reunion. He said he was charging them money. And they says, no, we're not going to pay. So he didn't even show up to the class reunion. They said, no, we're not going to pay. You should come and play for our class reunion.
So I'd know a lot of bands, local bands that were playing around here at the time. I mean, my cousin was in a band that played down in the grocery store parking lot on a hay rack during Saturday nights, and they'd have sock hops, and then they got into heavier music back at the time, more psychedelic music. And he played the drums, and I actually got to go take Shane, Jane's son, over to my cousin's house before he passed away, and got to play on his real expensive DrumWorks kit. But I know a lot of bands that were local to us that were kind of underground or garage bands, is what we call them. So I probably wouldn't know any of the bands that you're talking about, Duke.
Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages. I love that band. Why'd you leave the music scene, Duke?
Because Sasquatch is friendlier.
Have you ever seen, speaking of music, have you ever seen the videos of Sasquatch?
Sasquatch?
Where the guy plays the sax out in the woods dressed up in a Bigfoot outfit?
Is that on YouTube or TikTok?
YouTube. I think it's on YouTube and TikTok Reels.
Good night, Maggie. We love you. I'm glad you enjoyed the chat. Oh, cool.
Twin Tone Records. Wow. Were they part of the group that went around to the state fairs?
Did you know the Jets?
Or were they bigger than that? Girl, did you know the Jets? The Jets.
That sounds familiar. Jets.
I don't know. I'd have to hear a song or something.
That sounds familiar.
Sometimes I know the
Yeah,
band, and sometimes
that
I actually
sounds
know just
familiar.
the songs.
So many of them came out of the Pekin area too. Must have been that side of the river instead of the Peoria side of the river. I guess I grew up on the good side of the river.
And Unleash the Archers from British Columbia. Now the only foreign groups, well, other than Canadian groups, I guess they would be foreign, but they're from North America. But Malmsteen, Ishte Malmsteen, Yngwie Malmsteen. I think he was from Sweden. He was a big metal heavy rocker, really good. Fast on the guitar, licks like Eddie. The movie The Replacements? The football movie The Replacements, or are you talking about something else? Because I've watched The Replacements many times, the movie. The Jets were from Pekin. I don't know. Maybe that's why they sound familiar, but I can't really recall the Jets. So I honestly I don't think I know the name.
That sounds familiar. Because I was raised more down closer to Pekin than where we're at now.
I was at First Avenue about 3 times a week to do interviews with them.
Wow.
Wow, cool. Paper Girl.
Paper Girl. That sounds familiar too.
Crush on You. You know what's really funny that you say Asian bands? When we go to a Chinese restaurant, they have American rock, but in Asian style or Asian singers in their language singing
like
the song.
Chinese
You
rock.
can tell just by listening to the rhythm and the melody that what song they're playing, but they're singing it in Chinese or Japanese or the band Replacements. No, I don't. Nope. Thanks for coming, Susie B. If you're still there, love you.
Good night, Susie B. We love you. Thank you for naming our woo feathers. Swamp Ritual. I don't think I know them either. I'm out of the music scene.
Yeah, I remember you having a night where you went and saw a live band.
Oh, yeah.
And then that lady got upset because you were showing that music on your channel.
Yeah, because it was a Sasquatch. Yeah, that's right. The chat was upset. I liked watching that live band.
Oh, Minneapolis grunge for 10 years. Was there any famous bands out of Minneapolis then? Before like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and all them took over? Posers.
Dang posers.
Stripes. I know the Stripers.
Striper was good. I love Striper. That was a heavy metal
Striper
Christian band.
Warrant was about the same time, Striper, and
that's when I was getting into Christian rock.
Husker Du. Now I've heard of Husker Du. Well, I'm going to call it quits at 3 a.m. our time.
We got 6 minutes.
Really fast.
Maybe next week we could do Sasquatch songs.
The Jayhawks. I know I've heard of the Jayhawks.
Or just have everybody do homework this week and look up Sasquatch songs. There's tons of them.
I was really surprised how many Sasquatch and Bigfoot, or not really cryptid though, but it was mostly Sasquatch and Bigfoot songs that were
Yeah.
out there that people
There's
wrote
tons
their
of
own
'em.
lyrics, and a couple of them are actually really good.
There are tons of them out there. We had fun looking all those up. First it was the UFO rock songs, then we were looking up Sasquatch songs. Oh, wow.
No, Soul Asylum, yeah, obviously I've heard of Soul Asylum, obviously. Vanity Six, Soul Asylum, Prince, yeah. Man, I just love Prince, and not for his Purple Rain or his movies or any of that stuff, but I like the lyrics he wrote for other bands that a lot of people didn't know. And
He
then
was
my
so
favorite
talented.
video of him is the tribute for George Harrison at Kennedy Center for the music awards or the whatever awards they give out at the communities. But Prince did the lead for As My Guitar Weeps. And man, I just love that. I bet every time I see that, I watch it all the way through on YouTube. I just love that video of Prince playing the guitar.
He was talented.
Morris Day, yeah.
Oh, Jesse Jackson's from Rock Island.
Guitar player was dating Winona Ryder. Oh man, we went from cryptids to I don't know what all we went. Woo Feathers, paranormal to
Donnie Joe being a Pope.
Alien abductions, ending up with music all night long.
And Pope Joe.
Oh, Pope Joe, yeah. We can't forget the Church of the Dog Man.
And all the 10 Commandments of the Church of the Dog Man.
Oh man, that would have been so cool. Her stepdaughter was in the audience for that performance.
Oh, wow. Really? For real?
Huh.
He was definitely talented. We lost some really
So you never answered me, Duke. Do you know Sammy Hagar or not? Had to share the albums.
Just seemed like the other day we were in the 1990s.
Kim Chi Woo. Kim Chi Woo. I always call him Donnie Woo Choo.
Donnie Boo Choo. Donnie Choo Woo. Sammy Who.
Yeah, we don't have any negative feelings or any dark anything off of the Woo Feathers. They all seem positive or just neutral to us.
And they just kind of stopped for the last couple of weeks when both of us were over here in this room before we moved over to the other part of the basement. So yeah, we didn't feel anything creepy about it.
I don't care. I mean, I like Sammy. I like Van Halen when Sammy was with them, and I like Sammy individually, but I'm talking about I want to know him because of his paranormal and UFO stories or experiences. I want to get him on our channel and interview him. So if you know anybody still, Duke, that has music connections, I need an email for Sammy or a connection somehow.
I would freak out if we were able to get Sammy Hagar. Come on.
But I do like Lemmy though. Lemmy was one cool dude.
So interesting.
Yeah, Lemmy and oh man, that was some good music there too. Kind of heavy though, but Dimebag Darrell.
I get to see chat before you get to see chat.
Evidently, because I start hearing you giggle.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen those comparison pictures about Sammy and Bill Clinton.
Better preserved.
Sammy's band, or I don't know if it's really Sammy's band, but Sammy's band, The Circle, over the pandemic. I love those videos where they all got together over Zoom and actually played songs, and they had it was almost like a super group. They had all these different top people from different bands with Sammy playing either Sammy's songs or their songs, and they did it every week.
That's crazy.
The Circle. What?
That's crazy. They were only a month apart. It's so wild how some people age differently than others.
Like Donnie.
Yeah. So cool.
Before Motorhead. Wow. I think I've heard, I don't know Hawkwind, but I think I've seen him mentioned in like when I used to read music magazines.
Or something.
Man, we got a lot of people that knows a lot of music tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Over 100 albums. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Well, as much as I would love to keep this going, I am going to go to bed myself. It's 3:01 a.m., 3:02 a.m. here now.
Yeah. 3:02.
We've been on since 12:30, and
we can't have them too long, or you can't upload them to Rumble.
No, I figured it out. There was something weird was going on, but they actually, the 3-hour ones actually did upload. So
yes, we are on Rumble. We're trying to do all of our backup videos, except for my UFO ones, but it's 4 a.m. there.
Who
we got
Dave
a trivia
Evans,
question.
the lead singer for Dave Evans.
Dave Evans. Duke will know.
I know Dale Evans.
I bet Duke will know. Yeah, we're starting to upload on Rumble also.
Yeah, I had one scheduled to go live on Rumble. I had it all set up, and we got it mixed up because we had to change the time of our show. So then Rumble, it didn't load to Rumble, so I'm going to have to upload it. So that's what we've been doing. We've been slowly uploading all our videos that are previous shows to Rumble, just to have it as a backup so people can find it or look into it in case Duke or Donnie Cho takes our channel down somehow.
They're brothers in a band.
They're brothers in a band.
See, Van Halen was brothers. Who else were brothers? Who?
I don't know. I just said Everly Brothers, but it's not the right time period.
Who else were brothers in a band?
Dave Evans was ACD. I thought they were all from Australia until the lead singer passed away. I thought they were all Australian. Huh. I like AC/DC. I think I've done a couple reels with AC/DC songs.
No,
you got a lot more videos than we do, Duke, to put up there. We've only had less than a year.
Well, yeah, we just started last week of March, actually. Unless we start uploading our UFO ones.
Yeah, we got too many hours to take video to do that. We have to break them down a little at a time and upload them.
I just hope Rumble's worth it. I don't know.
Well, it's a place just to have them up there in case YouTube strikes us or takes
Yeah.
us down for a little bit,
Well, I'm still questioning the
or we get
views.
in Facebook jail and Facebook won't show our videos no more or whatever. At least the Rumble will have them up there. Plus, now we have them all, or getting them all downloaded and on a hard drive compared to just going straight to YouTube. Then we don't have them.
The first big Owzy band. Oh my.
On BootShoot. Yeah, we don't use BootShoot.
BitChute. Yeah, there was a few of them that we were on for a while, but we'll stick
Yeah,
with Rumble.
I downloaded it, but I never really. There's quite a few apps like that all came out at the same time as replacements for Facebook and YouTube and Messenger and all that stuff. But I don't think a lot of them ever really took off.
I'm still on Telegram,
But anyway, thank you all for coming. We are going to end the show, and be sure to tune in for Psychedelic Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Time, Piercing the Veil. We're going to have Justin England, Mr. E from the Cryptids of the Corn, and we're going to talk about mushrooms, UFOs, and cryptids and how they're all connected.
it will be trippy.
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 Speaking of psychedelic music.
Trippy.
Trippy.
Well,
so please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, or share us out if you can, please. We're getting closer to 500 for our subs. We're really excited about that plateau, hitting it. We never thought we'd get this far.
Yeah, we're at 433. I think the last I looked. We're getting there little by little. And thank you so much for joining us. And I'm glad we entertained you. And I'm glad you made us laugh.
We love you guys in chat, and we love music also. So, I mean, we're big music fans, but we don't necessarily talk about it on our channel, or we haven't lately until I came up with the Sammy Hagar abduction story, and the John Lennon abduction was mentioned in one of his songs. And we have a whole list of songs that we're going to bring up a little at a time about lyrics that have abduction or aliens or UFOs in them. And we got a list started for Bigfoot and Sasquatch. So we'll have a few more music nights or little segments of it anyway. And be sure to catch us on Sundays at 6 p.m. Central for our Piercing the Veil. And we'll be back next Wednesday for another Night Owl Lounge.
And keep an eye on the channel.
John, when he lived in New York in the Dakota building, he saw a UFO over top of the Dakota building. And it's mentioned in one of his songs, and he has a lot of interviews you can catch on YouTube or go down that rabbit hole about him describing the UFO. And
which song was that?
Oh my gosh. Well, let me bring it up real quick.
Oh, you still got it?
Obviously not going anywhere yet.
Oh, you still have it on there?
Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Let me get the comment down. It's blocking. So the verse 3, everybody's smoking, no one's getting high, everybody's flying and never touch the sky. There are UFOs over New York, and I'm not too surprised. Then he goes back up. Then he goes back up to the. Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Strange days indeed. Most peculiar, Mama. So that's how those two songs got us started on our list. And
Aunt Edna's going to have to watch last week's show because we talked about tons of different songs that were UFO related. It was
talked about at least about 4 or 5.
It was fun.
People in chat were the ones that were bringing up more and more songs, and some of them were on our list, and we added more songs the other day.
And Susie B was finding all kinds of new songs that were UFO related. Yeah, well, we didn't realize that Van Halen song was about the abduction too. I mean, we were shocked.
Julian Lennon. Yeah.
Creepy paranormal story.
I like Julian Lennon when he first came out singing, had his own songs after his dad passed away or about that time. All right. We got sidetracked a little bit, but that's all right. We don't mind.
Well, we love all of you very, very much.
Love you guys all in chat. Thank you for being here. Like I said, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share us out if you can. We're getting closer to the 500. We love you all. Thank you for being here. We'll catch you Sunday at 6 p.m. for the psychedelic edition of Piercing the Veil.
And make sure you leave comments on the videos that you're watching and let us know that you like them.
Share us out if you can, any groups that you belong to, whether UFO, paranormal, cryptid, because we do have that content on all our shows, because all our guests talk about that stuff and we talk about it. And anything high strangeness or anything in the unknown, we like those, and conspiracy theories. So, all right, I think we got it all in, and we love you, and we'll see you again, hopefully next time. And you all have a good night. Be kind and love others and do something nice for somebody.
And keep looking up.
Keep looking up, most definitely.
Raise your
Love you.
vibrations. Love you.
We'll see you later.